Welcome back. In today's exciting deep dive, we're uncovering the hidden gold inside your everyday pocket change. That's right. We're talking about the most valuable 50-cent Australian coins ever discovered. These aren't just pieces of metal. They're rare, collectible, and in some cases, worth thousands or even millions of dollars. You could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. Whether it's an iconic commemorative issue, a low-mintage release, or a stunning coin with a minting error, these 50-cent coins are in high demand among collectors worldwide. So before you toss that 50-cent piece into a vending machine, make sure to watch this video until the end. One small coin might just make you a millionaire overnight. Let's get started. First up, the 1994 Australian 50-cent International Year of the Family coin. This is not your typical coin. It's not a celebration of politics, royalty, or battle. It's a celebration of something much deeper and universal: family. With a design so innocent, it could have come from a child's hand, and with symbolism that touches every corner of the human heart, this coin in circulated condition could be far more valuable than you think. So hang tight, because we're about to explore how this humble piece of silver might be your unexpected key to millionaire potential, all wrapped up in love, history, and high collector demand. Let's begin with the story and significance behind this incredible issue. In 1994, the United Nations declared it the International Year of the Family, aiming to raise awareness of family-related issues around the world. Australia, a proud UN member, took the opportunity to issue a very special commemorative 50-cent coin, one that didn't just represent the idea of family, but did so in a way that melted hearts and caught eyes. Rather than a formal symbol or abstract pattern, the Royal Australian Mint chose a child's eye perspective, using simple and emotional imagery to connect with every person who ever had a family, raised one, or dreamed of creating one. That universal relatability is exactly what makes this coin not just collectible, but unforgettable. Now let's explore the charming and deeply meaningful design. The reverse is unlike any other Australian coin. Instead of traditional heraldic or architectural images, it features a naive-style drawing of a family, two adults and two children, holding hands beneath a sloping roof, representing the safety and unity of a home. The drawing is modeled after what a child might sketch, a bold move that adds both innocence and authenticity to the design. To the right of the family is the official United Nations symbol for the International Year of the Family, a stylized heart embracing a small family beneath a roof. This small emblem unites Australia's tribute with the global celebration. Above the figures, the words read, International Year of the Family, while below is the year 1994 and the denomination 50 cents. Even in circulated condition, many examples of this coin still preserve the emotional clarity of the design. The outline of the stick figures, the smiling faces, and the heartbeat-like warmth of that tiny roof symbol. It's not just a design, it's a statement of love in cold silver. The obverse of the coin features the regal image of Queen Elizabeth II, as designed by Raphael Maklauf. This version of the Queen, used between 1985 and 1998, is known for its elegance and detail. Her Majesty wears the George IV state diadem, with refined curls and a mature expression of wisdom and dignity. Even on circulated coins, if the Queen's profile retains clear detailing, especially in the crown, facial features, and the necklace around her neck, you may have a specimen with real collector strength. Let's talk specifications, because this isn't just a sentimental coin, it's a physically powerful one. The 1994 International Year of the Family 50-cent piece is struck in copper-nickel, composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a brilliant silver-like appearance that resists corrosion and wear. It weighs a solid 15.55 grams, measures 31.65 millimeters in diameter, and features the iconic 12-sided, dodecagonal shape, making it instantly recognizable in hand or in a collection. The raised rims and large face allow the heartwarming reverse design to be displayed boldly and beautifully, making it a favorite for presentation, gifting, and numismatic showcases. Now we arrive at the big question: what is the coin worth today, and could it really make you a millionaire? In average circulated condition, the 1994 International Year of the Family coin often trades for $2 to $6 Australian dollars, depending on surface quality and detail. But in high-grade circulated or almost uncirculated condition, where the lines of the design remain crisp and surfaces are clean, it's not uncommon to see values between $10 and $30 AUD. When found in uncirculated or mint state condition, MS62, MS65, the coin can command anywhere from $50 to $150 Australian dollars, particularly when offered with authentication or in a collector's set. Now here's where the millionaire potential truly lies. Rare mint errors and long-term investment potential. Coins with off-center strikes, die cracks, misaligned dies, or clipped planchets are extremely rare for this issue and have sold in private collector circles for $500 to over 2,000 Australian dollars, depending on severity and eye appeal. Furthermore, as society moves further into the digital realm and fewer people use physical coins, nostalgic, emotional designs like this one become much more valuable. In 10, 20, or 30 years, a pristine 1994 family coin, especially in a proof version, with an error, or in a sealed high-grade slab, could be worth thousands to tens of thousands of dollars, especially to international buyers or collectors of UN-related numismatics. Just imagine owning a dozen pristine examples now, and one day auctioning them off as a historic emotional series. That's how fortunes are born from forgotten change. So, what should you do if you're lucky enough to hold this coin? First, inspect it. Is the design still crisp? Is the United Nations symbol clear? Are the lines of the family still visible and unbroken? If yes, you're already in a good position. Next, store it properly. Use a protective capsule or flip to prevent further wear. If you believe your coin is in particularly excellent condition or you spot anything unusual about its strike or alignment, consider sending it for professional grading through PCGS or NGC. This will unlock its full market potential and attract elite collectors worldwide. In conclusion, the 1994 Australian International Year of the Family 50-cent coin is so much more than metal. It's a symbol of unity, hope, and the everyday magic of family life, captured in a design that breaks convention and touches the soul. With increasing rarity, strong emotional appeal, and growing demand among global collectors, this beautiful coin could be your silver gateway to golden wealth. Whether you found it in change or inherited it from a loved one, never underestimate its power, because sometimes the coins with the most heart carry the greatest value of all. Next up, the 1996 Australian 50-cent coin. In excellent condition, this coin carries not only the weight of Australia's national heritage, but also the glittering possibility of turning your pocket change into a priceless treasure. It may look like your everyday 50-cent piece, but hidden within its unique design, precise specifications, and rising market value lies the potential to make you a millionaire. So get ready, because what you're about to learn could change the way you see the coins in your drawer forever. Let's start with the background and historical importance of this underappreciated gem. The year 1996 marked a period of economic reform, rising national pride, and digital advancement in Australia. While the Royal Australian Mint did not issue a special commemorative 50-cent coin that year, the standard circulation issue stood out for one important reason. It continued to showcase the beloved coat of arms, a powerful symbol of unity and sovereignty. But despite no fanfare, this coin has become increasingly significant in the numismatic world. Why? Because as the years go by, fewer high-grade 1996 coins survive in the wild. Circulated coins have been spent, damaged, or lost, and finding one in excellent condition, with full detailing and little wear, is becoming a true collector's prize. Now, let's explore the design that gives this coin its majestic power. The reverse, crafted by legendary coin designer Stuart Devlin, displays the Commonwealth Coat of Arms of Australia, a heraldic masterpiece showcasing the 6 states of the Federation, all unified beneath the bold, 7-pointed Commonwealth star. The center shield bears the emblems of each state: the Cross of St. George, the Lion, the Southern Cross, and more, all intricately placed to reflect Australia's rich political and cultural tapestry. Flanking the shield are the nation's proudest symbols, the kangaroo and the emu. These two creatures, known for their inability to walk backward, represent Australia's constant forward movement as a nation. Even in a circulated coin, if these figures still show defined muscles, feathers, and outlines, you may be holding a true silver survivor. On the obverse, we see the elegant and stately portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. This image of the Queen, used from 1985 to 1998, presents Her Majesty in regal beauty, wearing the George IV state diadem. Her finely detailed curls and poised expression remain a tribute to a monarch who helped shape decades of Commonwealth history. In excellent condition, the portrait glows with clarity. The Queen's facial features, the sparkle in her crown, and even the delicate neckline of her dress show sharp definition. With Queen Elizabeth's reign now part of history, this obverse holds rising sentimental and collectible value as collectors worldwide race to secure pristine examples bearing her likeness. Let's talk technical specs, because this coin is built like a fortress. The 1996 50-cent coin weighs 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, and is struck in copper nickel, a durable, silver-like alloy made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Its unique dodecagonal, 12-sided shape sets it apart instantly in the hand and gives it incredible visibility in any coin collection. It's a coin designed to last, and the ones that have survived with their shine and detail intact are rare, valuable, and climbing in demand. Now we arrive at the heart of the matter, value and market demand. While it's still legal tender for 50 cents, the real worth of a 1996 50-cent coin in excellent condition is dramatically higher. In well-circulated state, these coins typically sell for $1 to $3 AUD. However, in extra fine or almost uncirculated condition, where the design detail remains vivid and where is minimal, values climb to $10 to $25 AUD. For coins in mint state, MS63+, especially those preserved in coin albums, capsules, or acquired straight from roll hunts, the value can range from $50 to 120 Australian dollars or more. But here's the real kicker. Collectors are now turning their attention to error coins and rare strikes. If your 1996 coin has a die crack, off-center strike, clipped planchet, or doubled die, you might be sitting on a $500 to 3,000 Australian dollars rarity, and those figures could skyrocket as demand intensifies and surviving examples dwindle. And what about the millionaire potential? It's not just a fantasy. Imagine collecting 100 pristine 1996 50-cent coins today, each valued conservatively at $100 over time. That's $10,000. But if even one turns out to be a certified high-grade rarity or mint error, that single coin could fetch tens of thousands at auction. The key is knowing what to look for, protecting what you have, and understanding that today's overlooked coin is tomorrow's gold mine. The market for Australian decimal coins is expanding internationally, and high-grade coins from the 1990s are becoming hot investment assets. The 1996 50-cent coin, often dismissed as just another coin, is quickly becoming a silver sleeper hit with million-dollar potential over time. So what should you do next? Start by inspecting your 1996 coins carefully. Examine both sides under good lighting. Look for bold, sharp designs. If the Queen's crown is crisp and the kangaroo's eye and tail are clearly visible, you've got something special. Store the coin properly. Use coin flips or capsules, and avoid touching the surfaces. If you believe your coin is error-affected or in mint condition, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. A graded coin unlocks maximum value, prestige, and trust in the collector market. In conclusion, the 1996 Australian 50-cent coin, when found in excellent condition, is more than currency. It's a powerful symbol of Australia's past and a sparkling opportunity for your future. It holds historic, artistic, and economic value in one shiny, 12-sided masterpiece. Don't let it disappear in your change jar or slip through your hands unnoticed. This silver treasure could very well be the coin that writes your millionaire story. Next up, the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin. In its circulated condition, it may seem like just another piece of loose change, but beneath its dull silver surface lies a combination of artistic precision, national pride, and untapped market demand that could one day crown you a millionaire. This isn't just another coin. It's a dormant silver dragon, quietly gaining value while the world looks the other way. Let's explore its fascinating story, powerful design, technical specs, and its explosive investment potential that might just make this coin your golden ticket. Let's begin with the historical context. The year 1997 was an era of transition and modernization in Australia, politically, economically, and culturally. It marked a time when the Royal Australian Mint was not producing many commemorative 50-cent coins, which means standard issues from this year are easily overlooked. However, this is exactly what gives the 1997 50-cent piece its rarity and long-term investment appeal. It was minted only for circulation. No special proof sets, no commemoratives, just a straightforward release. But here's the twist. The total mintage for 1997 was only around 4.3 million coins, making it one of the lowest minted 50-cent coins in Australian decimal currency history. Low mintage combined with attrition over time means this coin, especially in better circulated condition, is becoming surprisingly hard to find and incredibly desirable to collectors. Now let's talk about the design, which is both classic and iconic. The reverse of the 1997 coin features the timeless Australian coat of arms, originally sculpted by the master of minting detail, Stuart Devlin. At its heart is a shield divided into 6 segments, each representing one of the 6 founding states of Australia. The kangaroo and emu, the country's 2 most beloved native animals, stand proudly on either side, supporting the shield as symbols of progress and national unity. Above them is the Grand Commonwealth Star, and surrounding the shield is a beautifully rendered wreath and scroll. In circulated condition, many of these coins still preserve strong detail, especially in the feathers of the emu, the muscle lines of the kangaroo, and the delicate scrollwork beneath the crest. When found with sharp definition in these elements, even circulated examples become highly collectible pieces of national history. The obverse of the coin displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, as sculpted by Raphael Maklauf, a regal and elegant depiction of Her Majesty wearing the George IV state diadem, surrounded by flowing curls and an air of dignified poise. This particular portrait graced Australian coinage from 1985 to 1998, making 1997 one of the final years to feature it. That adds yet another level of collector interest, especially now that Queen Elizabeth II has passed, and coins bearing her image are becoming increasingly sentimental and globally sought after. Moving on to the specifications, the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin boasts the same mighty profile as all standard issues. A dodecagonal, 12-sided, shape that measures 31.65 millimeters in diameter, weighs a solid 15.55 grams, and is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that distinct copper-nickel-silver shine. This alloy is resistant to corrosion, making the coin capable of surviving in decent condition even decades after circulation. However, most examples today show moderate to heavy wear, which makes those found in excellent circulated condition especially rare and valuable. Let's dive into the exciting part: value and current market demand. In typical worn condition, the 1997 50-cent coin might trade hands for $1 to $3 Australian. But in above-average circulated condition, where the devices, designs, are sharp and the fields, backgrounds, are relatively clean, prices quickly rise to $8 to $15 AUD. In uncirculated or near-mint state, MS60 to MS64, these coins have been known to fetch $40 to $150 Australian, depending on eye appeal, luster, and strike sharpness. But here's the jackpot. If your coin contains an error, like a die crack, off-center strike, double rim, or clipped planchet, it could be worth $300 to over $1,000 Australian, particularly if professionally graded and encapsulated. And if you're holding a high-grade example with a certification from PCGS or NGC, it could become a centerpiece in a serious collector's showcase, and eventually sold at auction for many times its initial value. Now, you might be wondering, how could this coin possibly make me a millionaire? The answer lies in accumulation, preservation, and timing. Because of its low mintage and increasing collector demand, high-grade 1997 coins are becoming harder and harder to find. If you manage to collect multiple well-preserved examples, or uncover a spectacular mint error, your holdings could appreciate exponentially over the coming years. As Australia leans into a cashless society, physical coins with emotional, historical, and design value will become modern relics, and their rarity will transform them from everyday items into numismatic gold. Imagine having a small hoard of 1997 50-cent coins, all preserved in mint condition, ready to explode in value in the next big collector boom. That's not just a dream, it's a strategy. And strategies like that are how coin collectors become millionaires. So what should you do if you have a 1997 coin in your possession? First, check the level of detail, especially in the kangaroo's fur, the emu's feathers, and the queen's crown. If those features are sharp, you're already ahead. Next, protect your coin immediately. Store it in a non-PVC coin flip or airtight capsule. Then, consider grading it professionally, especially if the coin appears to be free from nicks, scratches, or excessive wear. Lastly, stay informed. Watch online auctions, follow coin forums, and connect with Australian numismatics communities to gauge evolving demand and sell when the market peaks. In conclusion, the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin is far more than a simple piece of silver. It's a low-mintage rarity with timeless design, growing demand, and millionaire-making potential, especially in circulated coins that have survived in excellent condition. Don't let its quiet reputation fool you. In the world of coins, it's often the underdog, the overlooked silver soldier, that ends up delivering the biggest surprise of all. Next up, the 1979 Australian 50-cent coin, a bold dodecagonal warrior from the past. Even in damaged or worn condition, this coin carries a story, a sovereign design, and a glimmer of million-dollar potential just waiting to be rediscovered. Whether you've just pulled this old coin from a dusty drawer, found it in change, or inherited it from a family stash, prepare yourself, because the 1979 50-cent piece might just be the sleeping giant of your financial future. Let's begin with history and context. The 1970s were a golden era for Australian decimal coinage, and 1979 sat right in the middle of a booming numismatic landscape. While the Royal Australian Mint did not issue any special commemorative 50-cent coin this year, the regular circulation coin carried the mighty coat of arms of Australia, a powerful symbol of national pride and strength. Millions of these coins were minted for daily use, and most people treated them like pocket change. But here's where it gets interesting. While these coins were mass-produced, high-grade survivors, or those with rare errors are extremely hard to find today. And with rising interest in vintage Australian coins, the demand is surging, making even circulated or color-damaged coins valuable to the right buyer or investor. Now let's dive into the iconic design. The reverse of the 1979 50-cent coin features the Commonwealth coat of arms, meticulously sculpted by the legendary Stuart Devlin. This side is a visual powerhouse, proudly displaying a shield with 6 distinct emblems, each representing one of Australia's founding states. Towering over the shield is the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, and standing on either side like loyal guardians are the kangaroo and the emu, Australia's most symbolic animals. Both creatures are known for not being able to walk backward, symbolizing the country's relentless forward momentum. In color-damaged or circulated condition, you might notice fading, tarnishing, or surface wear, but if the central details, the shield, star, or animal outlines, remain visible, then the coin still carries real collector appeal, especially as a vintage piece nearing half a century in age. The obverse of the coin showcases a regal and unforgettable portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait, used on Australian coinage from 1966 to 1984, shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, with a youthful yet dignified profile. On damaged coins, the Queen's hair details, tiara points, or necklines might be worn or discolored, but this version of her portrait is now historically significant, especially following Her Majesty's passing in 2022. Coins with this portrait are becoming increasingly sentimental and collectible, and that emotional value often drives unexpectedly high auction prices. Let's go into the hard specifications of this durable Aussie legend. The 1979 50-cent piece follows the iconic Australian shape, 12 sides, known as a dodecagon. It measures 31.65 millimeters in diameter, weighs 15.55 grams, and is made of copper nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silver-like shine. The coin is thick, weighty, and impossible to miss in hand. And despite surface damage or coloring over time, the solid composition means many 1979 coins have retained their structural integrity, making them ideal candidates for restoration, preservation, or grading. Now to the burning question: what is this coin worth today, and could it make you a millionaire? In color-damaged or low-grade circulated condition, the 1979 50-cent coin typically fetches $1 to $3 in casual coin markets. But don't be fooled by that modest value, because rarity, errors, and preservation can change everything. If you have a coin with a unique mint error, such as an off-center strike, double rim, die clash, or planchet flaw, you could be sitting on a numismatic treasure worth $300 to $3,000 or more, especially if verified by grading authorities like PCGS or NGC. Even without errors, high-grade examples that survived in pristine or near-uncirculated condition can sell from $50 to $200, depending on their detail, shine, and demand. But let's talk millionaire mindset. What makes this coin a real contender for future fortune is its vintage appeal, low surviving quality coins, and rising collector demand. As Australia continues to move toward a digital economy, physical coinage, especially older issues, will become scarcer and more valuable. And when that demand spikes, those with hoards of well-preserved 1979 coins, or even just one rare high-grade error piece, will be sitting on a fortune. Imagine building a portfolio of 1970s 50-cent coins, all cleaned, preserved, and stored properly, today worth hundreds, and one day worth tens of thousands in a hot auction. That's how coin collectors evolve into coin millionaires. So what should you do if you have this coin? First, examine it under a bright light. Even in a damaged or colored state, look for strong outlines in the coat of arms, detail in the queen's tiara, and consistent edge shape. If your coin has an unusual strike, weight, or rim, it may be an error. Store it safely. Use a non-PVC coin flip or capsule to prevent further corrosion. If you believe it has rare features or is in better condition than average, get it graded and certified. A certified coin is more desirable, sells faster, and commands a far higher price, especially among international buyers and numismatic investors. In conclusion, the 1979 Australian 50-cent coin is not just a common relic from the past. It's a powerful combination of historical importance, classic design, royal portraiture, and investment opportunity. Even in a color-damaged state, this coin tells a story of Australia's proud heritage and holds value waiting to be unlocked. So don't toss it aside. Treat it with the respect it deserves, and you might just find yourself holding a coin that could open the door to a millionaire future. If this video gave you insight into the hidden value of Aussie coins, smash that like, hit subscribe, and share this with every coin hunter you know. Because remember, the most overlooked coins often carry the greatest treasures, and the 1979 50 cent could be the silent silver that changes your story forever. Keep searching, keep collecting, and stay ready. Your coin fortune might already be in your hands.